Hello everyone! In this video I'm gonna share with sourdough dumplings. There are three versions. First one, classic Bao. In my culture we call it Pigodi. Second one, fried Bao. In my culture we have different names, Hoshan. And third one is Bao sandwiches. Everything is same dough, just in the end we have different finishing of cooking. Let's get started. First things we need to do stiff levain. In a bowl mix 120 milliliters of water, 70 grams of sourdough starter, 1 teaspoon of honey. Mix everything together. In this stage really important that your sourdough starter really active. Then put 120 grams of white flour. Mix again together. Fermentation time for stiff levain is 8 to 12 hours. It depends of your room temperature. Stiff levain normally I do in the evening, and after 12 hours in the morning my stiff levain is ready, very active, and now we are ready to do final dough. In a bowl put 350 milliliters of water, all of your stiff levain, 12 grams of salt, 30 milliliters of vegetable oil, 1 whole egg. Mix everything together until you will have homogeneous texture. And our final and important ingredient, 650 grams of white flour. This recipe has really high level of hydration, and that's why for first step I suggest you to work only with spatula and leave it your dough to rest for about 30 minutes. Only after 30 minutes we will start to work with our hands and to knead the dough. If you have stand mixer, you can skip this part, just make work your machine. But in my case, it doesn't have any stand mixer. I was working with that dough, with this dough, about 10 to 15 minutes long to get a really beautiful homogeneous texture. When we will feel that our dough is ready, we need to take another clean bowl and put some oil and leave it to rest for 40 minutes. While our dough is resting, let's speak about fillings. For classic Bao recipes, people use pork, some cabbage, some ginger, garlic. In our video we speak also about Pigodi and Hoshan, different type of dumplings from my country. And for us the main two ingredients is onion and meat. I love when everything is chopped by hand. Here I'm using some beef. For the seasoning you can put everything what you like, but in my case, chili powder, cumin, black pepper, salt, and little bit of water just to make it juicy. Important things what I learned from my papa and mama: to squeeze the onion, to squeeze it with all of spices, and make sure that juice from the onion will go out. And just in the end put 40 milliliters of water, mix everything together, and our filling is ready. After 40 minutes, time to work with our dough. We need to turn our dough like this. As you see, because if we put some oil, the dough is doesn't stick to our hands. The reason of our movement, this kind of movements, to push it like this, that in the end we will have a ball. And in the end, even you will try to take something from the side, it will be harder to get. In the end, when it will be harder to get, just close it and leave it for 40 minutes long again and repeat the same procedure like this once again. Turn it until your dough will be a little hard to get something on the side, and it will just ball, and close it and leave it 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, it's time to shape our dough. From this quantity of the dough, you can get about 20 dumplings, and each dumplings would weigh about 70 grams. First, cut your dough for little pieces like this and make a little ball and leave it to rest about 10 to 15 minutes. Because on the side of the bowl I put some oil and the dough is little oily, in this stage I don't use any flour, but after 15 minutes, when actually we do final shaping and we're working with rolling pin, we need some flour. Roll your dough until you get your desirable circle shape of the dough. Then put your previously prepared filling and try to reach each part of the side of your dough slowly. Just follow my lead. For those dumplings, I have special steamer. I previously oiled it. Make sure that nothing will gonna stick. Let's do our second shaping. This is for our sourdough bao sandwiches. For this recipe, we need to reach oval shape. Make sure that in the end we will have nice, really thin oval shape of the dough. And really important part, grease. Use some oil, vegetable oil, and put it all around of your dough. Take wooden stick and oil it too. It helps us to transport our dough when we will steam them. Let it rest 30 minutes. Everything we need to let it rest 30 minutes. Half of the dumplings I'm gonna fry, and this version of dumplings we call Hoshan. In my culture we call it Hoshan. First we fry it, and after we're gonna steam it. Steaming time for the dumplings with the fillings, minimum 40 minutes, because our meat is raw. What about sandwich bao? For this recipe, steaming time only 15 minutes, because inside we have no fillings. First, 2 dumplings with fillings. After shaping, you wait 30 minutes. The half, if you wanted to fry them, and after, only in the end, steam it about 40 minutes, and it's ready. Dumplings Hoshan and Pigodi are ready. The final one, the bao sandwich dumplings, it's really sticky, and to transfer to our steamer we need to go with parchment paper, and we just cut it. And for this dough we need to steam only 15 minutes. Steam your final sandwich baos 15 minutes, and voila, all of our dumplings. This one, in our culture, we call it Pigodi. This is my favorite one, by the way. Second one, we call it Hoshan. Before steaming, we fry them. And third one, sandwich, sourdough sandwich balls, which after when you need to do your sandwich is ready. Let's to see how it looks inside. Voila! Thank you for watching this video till the end. If you are interested of Asian cuisine, French cuisine and everything about sourdough, please subscribe to my channel and see you later. Thank you. Bye bye.